Greetings, critters. It's Fox here, and welcome to my Burrow of Thoughts, aka my channel, where we talk about everything spooky. And today will be a spooky book review of The Toymaker by Sergio Gomez. So settle into your burrows because things are about to get spooky. So, a little bit about the plot of The Toymaker by Sergio Gomez. Lonely in his old age, Raymond decides to create himself a companion, but not just any kind of companion. A ventriloquist dummy, to be specific, but unbeknownst to him and the neighborhood around him. This ventriloquist dummy has been possessed by an evil and wicked spirit. Soon, 5 neighborhood kids will have to band together and combat the evil with the power of friendship. Okay, my thoughts on Sergio Gomez's The Toymaker. So first off, this book has a lot of characters. You are following 5 kids and their parents, as well as a point of perspective of Raymond, the older gentleman who makes the dummy. So there's a lot of points of perspective to follow in this book. Each character was really well developed because of that, and really well explored. However, I didn't see the purpose of having so many characters. I didn't feel the story needed it. There was a good variety of different kind of characters. You have your city kid, you have the local kids, you have the bad boy that's older than the rest of them, and that was really interesting, but it still didn't justify the amount of characters for me. Raymond, the older gentleman who builds the dummy, he is really well written, and you really do feel his loneliness, his anguish, and his need for a companion. So I loved that part of the book. Now, this is a really slow burn, and I think it's because there are so many characters that you need to follow. And most of the book you're spending reading about day-to-day life of these kids before anything really ensues in relation to the possessed dummy. So that was a bummer. I don't like when a book is so leisurely slow without a purpose of it. And this is a 500 plus page book. It took me a week to read, and I had to force it. It was just too many characters and not enough going on with the puppet. I like that I kept wondering, though, if Raymond was losing touch with sanity or was it an evil entity in the puppet. I love that aspect of this book. That was really well written. That helped get me through. And dolls and puppets on their own terrify me. So when I read this book and walked away feeling just okay about it, I was really bummed out because I felt I missed a really good opportunity to be a really good haunted ventriloquist dummy book. It could have been the adult version for Night of the Living Dummy by R.L. Stine, but this is just, to me, a YA Goosebumps book. An adult can read this, but this is definitely, for me, a YA book. There's nothing too super scary that goes on that's going to keep, kids up at night, and I digress. It took too long to get through, and the build-up was almost non-existent. The crescendo, if you will, the ending, it wasn't enough for me to justify reading this book and investing 500 plus pages in a week of my life. It honestly, it bummed me out that this book didn't develop into something amazing, because I think it had the potential to be a really good haunted puppet book. And like I said, it does have a Goosebumps vibe, so if you like reading Goosebumps books today, then The Toymaker might be for you. Just know it does take a lot longer for anything to happen, and a lot of it is reading about these kids, their lives, and their day-to-day activities. So This book is also set in the fall, around Thanksgiving and Halloween, so this is perfect for a Halloween read. It is perfect for autumn. It is a good book for those who don't mind, like I keep saying, a really slow burn. I don't know many people I would recommend this book to because the people I know read books like myself and probably wouldn't like it, just like I didn't. So that all being said, I am rating The Toymaker by Sergio Gomez one tail out of 5. It just wasn't for me. I think it could have done such a better job being shorter, less characters, and maybe a little bit more focus on some paranormal activity. It needed more spook factor. I don't really think this is a horror book. I don't really know if it's a thriller. I just think it's a YA kind of creepy read. So again, Sergio Gomez, The Toymaker, I am rating it one tail out of 5. Well, critters, that's all from the Den of Frights today. Thank you so much for being here, watching, and your support. It means a whole wide and wild wilderness to me, it really does, critters. Thank you so much, and until next time, stay cozy and stay spooky. Bye.